Hi, Servus. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen aus Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. The days are getting warmer and we're seeing more outdoor activities all across the community with baseball and outdoor concerts, farmers markets. Pinewood Bowl is in full swing and Tom Lorenz will be here a little bit later to tell us what's happening at the Bowl and at Pinnacle Bank Arena. But we are going to start as usual with Jeff Mull from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. And Jeff, what are you most looking forward to this summer?
Being outside, I'm a huge baseball fan. So when we talk about Salt Dogs baseball, my son's playing baseball, being outside with family, and just taking in what is really truly a summer season. And I think the other thing, if I put on my professional hat, which I have on right now, is just license plate watching and seeing all these great people in from across the country, just enjoying Lincoln and the momentum that we've built up over the last year and a half. I really want to see us power through this summer, fall, and winter and have it be yet another record-breaking year for the city of Lincoln.
I live near a batting cage, and I can tell when
Yeah.
spring is here because I hear that dink
Yep.
from the batting cage. So
Yeah.
let's talk about the dogs. Let's go dogs.
Salt
Got some
Dogs.
big games coming up.
Yeah, the Chicago Dogs, the Sioux Falls Canaries, Lake Country Dockhounds, Winnipeg Goldeyes, the Kane County Cougars, Kansas City Monarchs, all great minor league baseball program names. Salt Dogs, Haymarket Park, lots of great promotions throughout the summer.
That's right. Let's talk about those promotions. We got Triple Play Tuesdays,
You bet.
Wiener Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, and Fireworks Fridays. So it's not just baseball, it's an event.
4 days a week. I mean, you could go out and enjoy baseball and the promotions they have, and it's very family friendly, affordable. Salt Dogs Baseball, Haymarket Park. Make it a point.
I have to say, some friends and I got a suite.
Oh.
Yes, and had some food catered in, some nachos, and oh my goodness, we had such a great time. And the Salt Dogs won. So,
Seventh inning stretch. Did you sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game"?
heck yeah.
I know you would. Yeah, good.
Saltdogs.com for the whole schedule and be sure to check out those promotions. Let's talk about the farmers markets. We've got markets now across Lincoln almost every day of the week. We'll start with Saturday, the granddaddy of them all, and I looked through what they have and the word kolaches just jumped out at me.
Yeah, the food, the lines for some of the more popular food items, get there early to the Haymarket Farmers Market. But don't forget about Iron Horse Park. A lot of people don't get over to Iron Horse Park at 7th and Q for some great music. So just a lot of great family fun things going on at the farmers market.
My stepdaughter was here last weekend. She bought some earrings.
Good. How do they look on her?
They looked fabulous.
Good.
So it's not just food, it's not just music, it's lots of other fun things too. The next day, Sunday's farmers market at College View has over 45 vendors.
Yeah, this used to be the old Cheney Farmers Market. They've moved over there. Over 45 great vendors. Of course, situated there in College View, Union College area, great place to go for some farmers market activity.
All right, Wednesdays for the third year, the Hub Cafe is holding its weekly farmers market. This one's kind of different because you get food and drink from the Hub Cafe, local musicians, another great way to get outdoors.
Yeah, and I challenge people, go over there on Wednesdays and pick out your food for your Thursday and Friday meals. Gives you something midweek to look forward to.
And if you forget something, you can go to the Thursday farmers market in Fallbrook.
That's a solid transition. Thank you for that one.
You're welcome.
4 to 7 o'clock Thursdays, Fallbrook Town Center, Northwest, Lincoln. Lots of great things going on out there.
And you should go hungry. A lot of the farmers markets have food you can eat right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll keep updated on all the farmers markets and see if there's a few added over the
Yeah,
summer.
looking forward to it.
All right, outdoor music, it doesn't get any better than Jazz in June. This year, on June 21st, we have a Grammy winner coming. Two-time Grammy winner, yes, Kurt Elling.
Featuring Charlie Hunter. This, of course, will be at the Sheldon Sculpture Garden, great location for Jazz in June. Things get going on June 7th, and for what we have on the calendar, everything will run through June 28th and then some.
All right, and there is a market that goes along with this as well. So another great tradition in Lincoln is the Lincoln Community Foundation Garden Performance Series, noon to 1 every Wednesday. take your lunch down there and just get away in a really, it's in the middle of downtown, but it's so nice and peaceful there in the garden.
It's a bit of an oasis. If you go over there and you sit down and listen to the music and enjoy your lunch, you kind of feel and forget that you're downtown. You're taking a nice lunch hour, so it's a great break and getaway for those working downtown.
All right. One of the newer music series is the Live at Telegraph, and this is Wednesdays at the Mill, at the Telegraph location. They have some great bands coming up. I haven't heard the Wheeze Tones for 100 years.
I think they've been around for 100 years, and they don't sound any different. Big fan of the Bottle Tops, if I didn't give Mike and Carrie Semrad a shout out there. But a chance to enjoy drink and dinner on their patio. Chef Adam will be grilling. They'll be serving usual full line of beverages, coffee, tea, wine, craft beer, and cocktails.
We should mention furry friends are welcome.
Yes, love that.
All right. The KZUM Summer Concert Series is going strong. It celebrates its 19th year this year.
Wow. Stransky Park, beautiful setting for music. We talk about a bit of an oasis. Great opportunity just south of downtown to enjoy some great music. One of my favorites, a ferocious jungle cat, takes to the stage on July 14th.
All right. We do want to mention the Capital Jazz Society's Monday night concerts at the Storm Cellar. This is a little place kind of tucked into the corner of Indian Village. Just some great live music. I've been going lately, and just fabulous musicians we have here. So not just local, but they bring in some folks as well. Monday nights, they let local musicians sit in, lots of students sit in.
Open mic night kind of thing?
Yeah, it's really fun. So make sure you check out the Capital Jazz Society. Nebraska Jazz has a big concert coming up, and it's going to feature a trumpeter who started NJO.
In 1975, John Tavlin started NJO, served as the NJO president, was a member of the NJO trumpet section in the 70s and 80s. John and his wife Lori have been very active in the local music scene, and this performance will also feature the winner of the 2022 Young Jazz Competition, which is young musicians from across the state.
All right. Let's wine and howl out at Deer Springs. This is an event where you can take your dog, take your blanket. Dogs, food, wine, and music. Wow. Sounds like a pretty good afternoon.
Yeah, a lot of people worry about what to do with their dog when they go out. So you're taking your dog out for a night and enjoying some great music, great wine, and just a great night on the town.
All right. Flatwater Shakespeare has a tradition of presenting a shortened, family-friendly Shakespeare offering. They do a few performances at the Wyuka Stables, which is perfect for Shakespeare.
Yes.
And then they go on tour, 3 parks and James Arthur Vineyard. So those park concerts and the one at James Arthur Vineyard are free, so that's pretty special.
Yeah, Cooper Park, Havelock Park, and James Arthur Vineyards, all different parts of our city. So, pick out a date and enjoy the great entertainment.
And we do want to mention June 2nd, 3rd, 5th, and 8th is the performances at Wyuka Stables. Lincoln Community Playhouse, you have to go indoors to see the Playhouse this year. That's the only drawback. But Every Brilliant Thing is a one-woman show that promises to be really special.
Everything that's worth living for. Ice cream, kung fu, movies, burning things, laughing so hard you shoot milk out your nose, construction cranes, and me.
The star is Ashley Kobza, and she actually directed me in The Importance of Being Earnest. So I know Ashley pretty well, and I can't wait to see her on the stage instead of telling us what to do.
Will milk come out her nose?
I don't know. That would be worth the price of admission.
Buy your
right
ticket
there.
now.
Tada is presenting a theater classic, the Tony winner, Pulitzer Prize winner, Rent, from Jonathan Larson's stellar musical.
Yeah, it has inspired us to choose love over fear and to live without regret. Its immeasurable emotional impact has forever changed the world. Like you said, Tony Award winning. I love the statement, choose love over fear and to live without regret. That is one thing that I think after we went through shutdowns and lockdowns through the pandemic, that we all need to adopt that phrase and really just get out and do things. Let's live our life and have fun. So Rent will inspire you, I guarantee you.
All right, let's go to the Lead Center. Michael Feinstein is there. June 7th, he is 5-time Grammy nominated, a great voice.
Yeah, played at Carnegie Hall, Hollywood Bowl, as well as the White House and Buckingham Palace. Over 200 plus shows a year have included those types of venues that he's played in.
All right, Patton Oswalt, who's ready to laugh? Jeff was doing some comedy before we started taping, and I think you should let the experts like Patton Oswalt.
Right. I would agree with you. There was not one laugh in this room, but this will be a great night at the Lead Center. I can tell you that we had a chance 3 or 4 shows that we've enjoyed at the Lead Center here in the last 6 months, and it's just a great venue, and there's just some great entertainment. June 24th, Patton Oswalt, Who's Ready to Laugh?
And who's not ready to laugh?
Oh my gosh, bring it on.
All right. Just some legends in the music business, the Righteous Brothers. You look at their catalog of songs, the most played song in radio history, You've Lost That Love and Feeling.
Right. Dirty Dancing theme, The Time of My Life. I mean, there's a lot of great hits. Rock and Roll Heaven, Unchained Melody. The hits go on and on. July 8th at the Lead Center. Get out and enjoy the Righteous Brothers.
All right. Don't ever forget about Parks and Rec. They have so many fun things planned all summer. There's lots of events at the Pioneers Park Nature Center. They also do movies in the park. These are at sunset. They're free, and they kind of go around to different areas where they have an outdoor space with a rec center in case the weather gets bad.
Clifford the Big Red Dog on July 8th, backing up into Encanto at the F Street Community Center Turf, and Tron Legacy, the Air Park Recreation Center Green Space. Lots of great things going on with Parks and Rec.
And Holmes Lake is hosting a community fishing night. If you haven't fished for a while, if you love fishing, if you want to introduce your kids to fishing, they've got Loner Rods and Reels bait and fishing instructions, and go out, and if you are over 16, you do need your fishing license.
And they might even take the hook out of the fish's mouth for you. I know there's a lot of people that are squeamish. They love catching the fish, but taking the hook out and getting that little fish back in the water, they're going to help you with all that. So Learn to Fish is an awesome opportunity.
Cleaning the fish was something I wasn't too crazy about.
Did you just stand back and watch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stayed way back.
Oh yeah. Me too.
We're going to finish up today with some events coming up from Morrill Hall. The first one is not actually at Morrill Hall. It's the Science Cafe, A Muggle's Guide to Harry Potter and Chemistry, and this actually takes place at the Happy Raven.
The award-winning Happy Raven for their craft beer culture that they have over there. This will focus on the use of elements in the wizarding world when compared to our Muggle world, as Harry Potter would put it.
Dr. Rebecca Lai from UNL is going to be talking all about the chemistry of Harry Potter. What's true and what's not. What can you make at home? What should you not try to make at home?
Oh my.
Instructive
Bring
as
it
well.
at home. Bring it at home.
Everyone knows Archie from Morrill Hall. I'm going to celebrate his birthday on June 182nd. What do you think I meant?
I think I'm going to go with June 18th.
I think I'm going to go with June 18th.
I think June 18th for the win.
I didn't know this, but Archie is actually short for his scientific name, which I can't pronounce.
No, I couldn't either. I took it out of my copy here, but it's a great thing. Archie's one of the most iconic images in Lincoln and Lancaster County when it comes to tourism. People talk about the zoo, they talk about the Capitol, but a lot of kids grew up with Archie because they come in and out of Morrill Hall, and great opportunity to say happy birthday to Archie.
All right. Sunday with a Scientist, then, noon to 3 at June 26th, going to talk about nematodes, also known as roundworms, which are apparently 80% of the multicellular life on the planet. That's scary.
That's scary. There's a lot of them.
I thought we were. No,
I know. Come see how these critters and learn how they find their food. Learn more about them and tell your family about nematodes.
All right.
Which you'll learn about Sunday with the Scientist.
You can learn a lot. You can have a lot of fun. Spend some time outdoors. Spend some time indoors.
Yeah.
Lots to do in Lincoln. Lincoln.org is the place to find out all the info.
Yeah, jump over to Lincoln.org, our website that you mentioned. Come see us at 7th and P, our Visitors Center. 434-5348. Lots of great things going on outside of what we talk about. This is just a fraction of the events going on in Lincoln. And really, with gas prices going through the roof right now, Diane, I would encourage people to be a tourist in your own hometown, staycation as much as possible, and really challenge our office to come up with something new and different to do this summer.
All right. Thank you so much, Jeff. We'll see you next month.
Sounds good.
As we go to break, we're going to take a look at what's going on at some of our local museums and galleries. And then Tom Lorenz will be here from Pinewood Bowl and Pinnacle Bank Arena. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About. Tom Lorenz joins us now from Pinnacle Bank Arena and Pinewood Bowl. And Tom, Pinewood Bowl is underway, but there have been at least one show moved to Pinnacle because, I mean, the weather was okay, but the grounds were just not suitable.
Yeah, we had to move the first two. We had to move Styx REO, and then we also moved Earth, Wind, and Fire. Great construction over the winter, lots of cool things for people to see as they come back. But there was so much open ground, and we had that 3-inch rain, and all of that loose dirt just washed down onto the grass, and so it just made it really unsafe. It wasn't going to work very well. The way they were sold, especially all the way up into those upper areas, it had been a mud fest.
A mud fest, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't think that audience would appreciate that, so we moved them inside, got them done at the Pinnacle, and that's always nice. We have a backup area where we're able to save the shows. The artists are happy with that. But starting June 12th, we get to crank up again and do a pretty big series of shows this fall.
Yes. Let's get started with that, starting with Jack White on June 12th.
Jack White's coming in, and what they tell me, Jack never plays two sets that are alike. I mean, they're always different, always something cool. It's a general admission show. It's really great to be able to get Jack White here finally. We've tried that a couple years ago, and even pre-COVID, and one of his shows was canceled. So that'll be a fun night.
And just a few days later, Jake Owen's coming.
Jake Owen, when he played at Pinnacle Bank Arena, played to one of his biggest audiences, and this was some years ago. In fact, I remember him standing on the stage with his cell phone, taking pictures for his dad, showing him the audience. So great country rocker, really good to have him there.
All right, Bon Iver. Bon Iver, as I pronounce that correctly?
That sounds good. I say Bon Iver. And so it is, what a cool group. I mean, these guys are really kind of top at the indie world right now. Lots of eclectic kind of sounds, and so it's really a coup to be able to get them here. We're working with a promoter out of Chicago that's doing that. Very cool to have them, and it's selling great.
All right, now my calendar shows 4 shows in a row, starting with Tom Segura on July 27th, a little comedy out there.
Tom Segura, during the pandemic, was a good comedian pre that, but he really worked the pandemic and was out there, really connected with his audience. What a cool guy, and really good humor. So he's starting us off on that 4-day run. The agent's coming out, so it's fun that they're excited about it as we are.
And then the very next night, Little Big Town comes to town.
What a cool get for there. Everyone recognizes them. Wonderful, great music. Great writing. That's almost an arena show some days, and to be able to get them out there in the middle of the summer is a great way to end up July.
And the next night, on the 29th, Parker McCollum.
Parker McCollum is a new kind of upcoming country star, and he's starting to break records every place he goes. We've got 2 really great warm-up acts that are very familiar, Lincoln, and so it'll be great to have Parker there. I mean, you get to see, with Little Big Town, kind of the established group, and then with Parker McCollum, it's those next guys coming up.
All right. And then June 30th, wrapping up the 4-day run, is the Goo Goo Dolls. Have they been here before?
They were our last show at Pershing.
Oh,
so
interesting.
It's been, that's when way back in 2014, and we've had this show on sale now for 2 or 3 years. It seems like it got postponed and moved a couple times, but I've always been a huge fan of Goo Goo Dolls. What a great show! Lots of hits, and saw them a couple years ago at Stir Cove. They're great, and so there's still some tickets available. It's sold really well, but there are a few out there, and they're looking forward to coming out and playing as much as we are to have them.
Then we've got the July break, which isn't really a break because that's when Pinewood Bowl does its annual musical.
Right, and so those 4 shows are at the end of July, and
end of June.
End of July.
End of July. What?
Yeah.
Oh yes, they are the end of July.
Yeah, so that's like the 27th, 28th.
I think I did that last show too.
Well, but it's great because the play is in there, and so we do those first 3 shows in June, and then the play comes in, and they're looking forward to having it. They're going to love the upgrades out there also, and then we come in for 4 shows, and then we get a 1 or 2 break and go right into
Bonnie Raitt,
which is and Mavis Staples. So the 2 of them together is just going to be, that's going to be
fabulous.
That's going to be one of the best shows we do all summer. She's been out there before. She loves the atmosphere. She continues to write new music, has played with everyone, not only just a wonderful vocalist, but I mean the guitarist is, her guitar licks are great. And then Mavis Staples. Now Mavis was out there when we did Bob Dylan, and she warmed up for him, and she was so good. And you know, she goes off and does solo tours on her own. So having the two of them together is really a special night.
All right. A few days later, the All This Future Summer Festival Tour.
And so that is Hillsong United, and they have several different artists that play with them throughout the summer. And so we have, there's a list of 3 or 4, and let me see if I can pull it up really fast. It's great to have them there. Hillsong United is really kind of a big deal. They continue to be leading in Christian music. So let's see if it lists it here. So we'll have Johnny Swim, Dante Bowe, Taya, and Social Club Misfits, along with Hillsong United. And it'll be a great night, lots of wonderful music, something for the family, and we'll have a wonderful time for them.
All right. Dirty Heads are coming in August 10th. I haven't heard much about this band.
So they are a reggae band. They've been around for several years. There's several recordings of them out there. We haven't done reggae before, and so I'm really looking forward to it.
This is the first reggae show at the Bull?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
And they start a little bit earlier in the afternoon. There's about 4 or 5 bands that play before them. What a cool atmosphere it's going to be. Just kind of lay back, listen to some really good, different reggae bands. Have a cool beverage or two. To me, that's summer. So, I mean, just that's a fun one we're looking forward to.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer ZZ Top coming, minus Dusty Hill, who passed away, but they've got a replacement.
They do have a replacement, and as you look and kind of read the different parts of the band, they started off with different, settings and groups, and it's really a loss to have Dusty pass away. But they continued right on. They played a couple days right after his passing, and
Wow.
It's going to be great. And then we also have Government Mule with them. So and that's Warren Hayes. The two of them together, it's some of the best guitar work you will hear all summer.
All right. More comedy coming August 29th. I saw Jim Gaffigan. I think it was the last time he was here. How many times has he been here?
So this will be his 3rd time at the Bowl, and if you can't not listen to him and just you don't want to turn it off. It's just so good. And for families, and he talks about his kids and everything else. It's right on, and great comedian, very nice guy. Really enjoyed it out there, and so we have a few tickets available yet. What a good night.
All right. And then wrapping up, Incubus on September 23rd.
Yeah, that's a big band. I remember we played Incubus at Pershing, and they were huge then. Great to have them out now. They're not only just a good rock band, they've also put out some really interesting and unique albums, great players. This thing is just blown up. I mean, it is selling tremendously. And to have them out there, we always love to do rock bands. There's not a lot of rock touring right now, and so we're really lucky to have them out.
All right. Any more acts going to be announced, or is that the full lineup for the summer?
We kind of think that's the lineup. We're always open to someone. We've had a couple other offers out there, but I think that's going to be good for the summer. That makes about, with the ones we moved inside, it's about 15 shows, and we're really, but this is the 10th anniversary, so it was really fun to be able to have a nice full lineup for our 10th anniversary.
All right. Well, let's go inside the Pinnacle Bank Arena, and things sort of kick off the summer with the New Kids on the Block mixtape tour, June 11th. It's kind of a blast from the past.
It is a blast from the past. I mean, they were here before, and they did great. New Kids on the Block just have, hit after hit after hit. They got great warm-up bands. You've got Salt and Pepper and Rick Astley and Vogue, and it is that piece of the 90s that everyone comes in, pair up with a few friends, come in, and just enjoy the evening.
All right, June 20th then, we have some wrestling.
WWE has been here before, but I don't think we've done a Raw before, and Raw is their Monday night, all the stars are there. It's really exciting. Their production is huge. I mean, it is one of the biggest stagehand sets that we have. It is colorful, it is loud, it is, the audience cheering and booing, just so much fun. And, Yeah, it'll be great. And it's, again, they're thrilled because Lincoln is responding really strong.
So selling good.
Yes, it is.
All right. Maroon 5 is back on August 10th. This is a band Lincoln is quite familiar with. They've played here quite a bit.
They do. When they first, kind of broke big, they did a huge world tour, and they played all these really big cities in Lincoln, or in the U.S., and then they played Lincoln. I know that James Valentine had a little bit to do with that. So James is their guitarist, grew up here in Lincoln, went to high school here, always has that connection back. He and Kent Wolgamott talk often. Really, really good band. And when they had to, cancel we had them on sale. We had to, cancel it instead of just move it because they were really unsure about when all this would end. As soon as they put the tour back together, Lincoln was one of their stops, and love to have them here.
All right. Lincoln on the Streets with Jamie Johnson. This is a Pinnacle Bank Arena show, but it's not at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Yeah, it's really a bourbon show, and we partner up with them. We've done some things on the street before. Bourbon's really the kind of lead on this one. Jamie played at the Bowl and did great. I mean, he is, just as far as a country guitarist with a cool voice. He's got huge arms. He's got massive guns, and he stands up there and just sings these songs so soulfully. So he'll be out on the streets. Those are always fun to do. I mean, it's kind of the same location that we used to put the stage for Ribfest, and so you spread along. You spread along the street there. You've got the Capitol in the background. It's cool. So check the Bourbon website. They'll have all the information, and they're good buddies, and we help them out with a lot of that stuff.
All right. August 26th, then a country legend comes to Lincoln.
Alan Jackson. Everybody knows some Alan Jackson songs. I've got when I first started at Pershing, and it was back in '96, it was shortly after that Alan came, and I've still got a photo with Alan, and he's a lot younger looking. I looked a little younger too. I can't figure out what happened. But this is his 50th anniversary tour. And so he's been out for a long, long time. Classic country superstar. I mean, he was a superstar before a lot of these other folks were, and continued to put out great, great music. Really an honor to have him coming here.
All right. September 16th, then Cody Johnson is coming, and this is a show that was moved from Pinewood Bowl to the arena even before it was announced.
Absolutely. So we had him on the schedule. We did him a couple years ago. It was a terrific show. I mean, we're really excited to get him back. We're working with our friends at Mammoth for this one. And as we had the conversations, it's kind of a neat story that his manager was here with another act, and in fact happened to be here with Cole Wetzel when we did Snoop and Cole Wetzel. And we're kind of having, talking to him down backstage, and I get a call from the promoter, says, go talk to the agent and see if he wants to move it in here. So we looked. Cody's blowing up. He is getting bigger and bigger audiences. We knew that just 5,000 at the Bowl would sell out really fast. We think it's in that 7,000 to 10,000 range. So before we went on sale and tried to move everything, we got the deal done and moved it inside. It's great, and he's got Hauser's with him. The pair of them will be a really, really good country act. And it's, again, fun to see that kind of growing when they become bigger and bigger stars. And we've got another venue for them. So, I mean, they may start at, one of the small venues in town and go to Bourbon, then go to, Lead, maybe then to Pinewood and Pinnacle. We've got them covered, so we'll keep bringing them back.
Yes, we do. Tom, thank you so much again for being here.
Yeah.
We're taping this at the end of May. I want to say happy birthday.
Thank you. It's coming up. Yep,
It's
very
coming
close.
up. It's
And,
coming up.
No, it's been fun, and Diane, I'm glad we get to do this again. I kind of missed it there for we took a little hiatus.
A little break,
Yeah.
a little break. We weren't encouraging people to go out for quite a
No,
while there.
It's
so.
nice though that we get to invite people to come back out again. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tom.
you.
For more information on Pinewood Bowl and Pinnacle Bank Arena, the number is 402-904-4444. You can go to pinnaclebankarena.com or pinewoodbowltheater.com. Get your tickets now because Tom's got some great shows coming up and you don't want to miss out. That is all for this month's show. I want to thank Tom and Jeff for being with us again. If you missed any of the events on this show, stay tuned. We'll be running a list again right after this show. We'll correct any dates that I got wrong. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about.
Hi, Servus. Wollte nur mal Hallo sagen aus Lincoln, Nebraska.